All I have to do is walk outside, and all the ducks and the geese start flying over from all over the lake because they see me coming and they know what I'm about to do. They depend on me for a lot of food, and I enjoy feeding them multiple times a day. What about overfeeding? I want to talk about that next on Pastor Bob Daly. Can we be fed too much? Well, some of you are saying, Pastor Bob, I'm looking at you and you look like you've been fed too much. I'm not talking about physical food. I'm talking about spiritual food. Can we be fed too much? Is there a point where we have overfeeding of knowledge? And my answer to that is, well, yes, if it's not in balance. You know, there are a lot of ducks and geese that are fed, well, mine are fed every day. They get hungry, it seems like after 5 minutes, and they're back for some more and more and more and more. And, you know, they burn it off pretty quickly, so they get fed a lot. And that's the advantage of having a lot of energy and being a duck or a goose. You can eat a lot, get rid of it, and keep going. But what about us who maybe don't burn it off as fast as we'd like to? And those of us spiritually who just keep taking it in and not doing anything with it. You know what I'm saying? We just become spiritually obese, and we're overfed, and we don't know what to do with it. There is a purpose for feeding. There's a purpose for discipleship. There's a purpose for feeding, for getting knowledge. And folks, that is to use it. It becomes a verb. It becomes an action. It becomes evangelism. It becomes sharing with your neighbor. It becomes living your life. It translates into your everyday life and the things that are important to you. If you're just one of those who studies all the time and does nothing with it, or if you're one of those who just accumulates knowledge, or if you're in a church that just has a lot of Bible programs and a lot of teaching and yet no outreach, you're unbalanced. You see, we get so we can give. That's the point. And always our mentality ought to be to give it away. The most successful classes that I've ever taught in the Bible are the ones where people are ready to use the information as soon as I'm finished teaching it. They realize that they're going to be responsible for teaching it to somebody else, for giving it away. So they learn differently. And I think we ought to have that in mind. When we teach, we ought to teach people how to teach. We ought to teach them how to share it, how to give it away, and then give them opportunities to do just that, to keep from getting spiritually fat. Make sense? So, how is your balance today? Maybe you're not taking much in, and you need to. You know, the Bible tells us to study the Word, to study, to show yourself approved, a workman that need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Know what you believe. On the other hand, don't just do that. Give it away. God bless you. Have a great day.